Hey, what's up, you guys? Isaac B. Cameron here with another video. I know it's been a really long time, but I'm finally back to doing it. The reason it's been a long time is because August, nothing really happened. I worked at the BOE, and BOE is Board of Education. I don't know if anyone knows that or not, but I worked there for the whole month and didn't really do anything too exciting, and it just kind of put me in a funk to not want to make a video for a while. I wanted to get my happiness back. Well, not happiness, but get my energy back, my groove back, if you will. Plus, I was also pretty busy in the beginning of September, so it was hard to find time to make a video. I had stuff like meeting the new Jets, going to events that were going on in the surrounding area. My friend Jared came and visited. I had to plan a Halloween lesson. My junior high had sports day, and I also had to plan my own trip home for December. So it's been pretty hectic, pretty crazy things going on, but I'm finally at a time where I can record a video and talk about some stuff for you guys as I embark on this second year of Jet. And first and foremost, I'd like to talk about the most recent thing, which was my friend Jared coming to visit, which was incredible. It was very fun. I was very happy that one of my friends would be willing to fly all the way here just to spend some time with me. And he was very specific on saying we don't have to travel a whole bunch like I did with my family. He was just coming to take a vacation from work and spend some time with me and see a little bit of Japan. And it was awesome. It was a great time. I think one of our shared fond memories of the trip was doing karaoke for 2 hours, which was a blast. But honestly, to me, the trip itself is going to mean more than he'll probably ever know, more than I could ever put into words. But it's very special to have a bond with someone, whether it be a friend or anyone, who's willing to make that trip for you, to pay that kind of money and go on that grueling long flight process, because you essentially lose a whole day when you fly. And for someone to go through all that just to spend a week with you is pretty cool, and it's pretty eye-opening. And honestly, it was a nice vacation for me and hopefully for him as well. But I just want to say thank you again, Jared, if you're watching, because that trip was a lot of fun and it was great to spend time with you. I would also like to talk about the new Jets, because I've officially met them, and I mentioned them in the last video and how they're coming, and I was so excited. And the ones that I've met are incredible. I love you guys so much already. If any of you are watching this, you guys are a lot of fun, and you guys are going to blend perfectly well with this Shimane family. And I look forward to seeing you come to other events in the future and things like that. Speaking of events, I'm planning on going to more this year, starting with BurgerFest. So BurgerFest is in a couple weekends, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a festival where some of the best burger makers in Japan come together and make burgers, and you get to eat them and have a great time, and it sounds like heaven to me. I'm so excited to go to it. It's going to be my first time. I missed out on it last year. I forget why I missed out, but I'm not going to miss it this year. A couple friends and I are going to go, and I'm really looking forward to it. And then the weekend after that, I'm actually going to my first professional basketball game in Japan, and I'm just as excited for that as I am for BurgerFest. So for you who don't know, I'm from Indiana, and basketball is our huge sport in Indiana. Pretty much everyone in Indiana likes it. I'm going to go ahead and blanket that statement, because we have this mantra, if you will, where in 49 other states, it's basketball. I screwed it up already, I'm sorry. In 49 other states, it's just a sport, but in Indiana, it's basketball. It's something like that. I don't know. Point is, we all love basketball in Indiana, and I'm so excited to see a professional game. It's on my bucket list of things to do in Japan, which if you don't have a bucket list of things to do in Japan and you live in Japan, I highly recommend making one. I decided to make one not too long ago, and it's just a list of places I want to go, things I want to do while I'm in Japan that I can try to accomplish before I have to move back to America. So I'm really looking forward to the professional basketball game, because it's actually like our area's team. It's not just a random basketball game. It is our area's team, so I've got somebody to support, and I'm going again with some friends, so I'm really looking forward to that. Other big upcoming things would be my return to America in December. I officially booked the days, so I'll be back home December 18th to January 11th. I know that's a long trip. It's a long trip intentionally. I wanted to have as much time with my family and to see friends back home as possible. So friends that are watching this, if you want to meet up, if you want to hang out while I'm home, or if you want to avoid me, whatever floats your boat, those are the days that I'll be home. That's what you need to know. Go ahead and start contacting me to get stuff planned together if you want, because I'm probably going to be a really busy bee since I'm only going to be home for, that time period. I'm not going to be home again for a year after that. So get a hold of me as soon as possible. And then what I want to use the rest of this video for, I've been talking very fast, I'm sorry, but what I want to use the rest of this video for is to talk about my goals for starting my second year and what I would suggest to new ALTs coming in. And first and foremost would be try to speak in Japanese as much as you can. I didn't do it as much first year because I was obviously very nervous and I was very scared, and I felt for some reason like people were going to make fun of me, and I promise you, no one's going to make fun of you. And if they do, they at least won't do it to your face, so don't worry about it. But make mistakes, it's totally worth it. Try to improve your Japanese as much as possible. Use any source of medium that you can. Look at books, try to translate, manga, try to translate books, listen to music, watch TV shows, do that. The biggest one I've been doing now, since, as I said in the previous video, I felt like my Japanese is kind of like flattened out. It's kind of plateaued. My biggest thing is I've been finding new Japanese bands to listen to, which if you're interested in the bands that I listen to, let me know and I'll make a video talking about the bands that I listen to. But I've been doing that to try to improve my vocabulary, because you would be amazed at the vocab that some of these Japanese bands use. It's super nice, and plus you can just listen to a song numerous times and try to remember the words, and it makes it way easier to learn vocab and stuff like that. But find a way to practice your Japanese and learn your Japanese, and I think that's, no matter what year Jet you are, that's something you can always do, is try to better your Japanese as time goes by. So that's my first goal and my first advice for Jets. My next goal I kind of already mentioned earlier, but I want to go to more events. My first year here, I was very hesitant to do things. I was very much a homebody, which probably doesn't surprise some people back home. I didn't do a lot of stuff back in the States, but I think towards the end of last year, I really realized that this isn't a permanent thing. Like, it may feel permanent right now because I'm still in the beginning of this living in Japan thing, but this isn't permanent, and I have to make the most of it while I can. So I don't want to miss any opportunity to do any event, whether it be something small like going to movies with a friend, or going to a big event like this Burger Fest, or just anything. I want to do as much as I can while I'm here and not take my time here for granted like I felt like I kind of did my first year. So my advice to first years who are just now starting is don't be a homebody. Get out, even if it's just in your community. Don't think that you have to go to events, but just be involved in some way or another. Do something that you can take from this experience and this moment in your life, to not just be like, oh yeah, all I did was teach English. It wasn't that exciting. Like, make it exciting. Make it something worth telling people about for the rest of your life, because to me, that's what this experience is. It's a unique experience that only we get to have and we can share with others. So that's my big thing. And I would say my final goal for this year is to probably not, I gotta find a right way to phrase this, I guess. But to not ever be content, I guess, to keep moving forward, to keep putting myself, I guess, in uncomfortable situations, whether it be testing my Japanese, whether it be trying to talk to a random stranger and make a friend, whether it be anything. I want to keep pushing myself to new areas, to try new things, because if living here has taught me anything this past year, it's that all of us, all humans, we're all capable of anything and everything, because I never would have thought that I would have been able to handle some of the things that were thrown at me in my first year here, like my car breaking down and having to buy a new car while I was in Japan, like having to transfer money back to my home country, having to plan a whole trip and execute that trip by myself. getting a cell phone plan, paying off that cell phone. Like, there were so many things that happened in my first year that, looking back, I was blown away I was able to do by myself or with minor assistance from people. So that feeling of, accomplishing something or doing something that was scary is a really cool feeling. And I think this year I want to do that more. I really want to push my boundaries, and I really want to do new things, and I want to make myself uncomfortable. And, if I don't enjoy it, then I don't enjoy it. But at least I can say I tried it. And that's my biggest thing, is I want to try all types of new things this year. And hopefully, if you're someone here living in Japan, you can help me on these things whenever I post about them, or, if something comes up. But those are my big things into this second year. I know this video was kind of all over the place, and I was really hyper in the beginning and talking kind of fast, but it's been a while since I've made one. Please forgive me. But yeah, that's my update, I guess. Just pushing forward and trying new things, and we're going to try to make the most out of this second year and see where it takes us. And, hopefully I'll have stuff to talk about along the way, and you guys can suggest some stuff here and there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, sorry. It's not going to get any better from here, probably. You can go ahead and leave. But if you have suggestions or just anything, leave a comment below. Share this video if you want, or don't. It's not going to hurt my feelings anyway. But you could also subscribe if you want. Again, I'm not going to hold you to it, and I don't care. I do these for myself. But anyways, thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you probably in about another month when I make another video, or whenever it may be. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!